Why is import bad? It is recommended to not to use import in Python. Can anyone please share the reason for that, so that I can avoid it doing next time?
Because it puts a lot of stuff into your namespace, might shadow some other object from previous import and you won't know about it. Because you don't know exactly what is imported and can't easily find from which module a certain thing was imported, readability. Because you can't use cool tools like pyflakes to statically detect errors in your code.
According to the Zen of Python, explicit is better than implicit. Can't argue with that, surely?
You don't pass locals to functions, do you? Since Python lacks an include statement, and the self parameter is explicit, and scoping rules are quite simple, it's usually very easy to point a finger at a variable and tell where that object comes from, without reading other modules and without any kind of id, which are limited in the way of introspection anyway, by the fact the language is very dynamic. The import breaks all that. Also, it has a concrete possibility of hiding bugs. Now, if the bar module has any of the os, mistuf, etc. attributes, they will override the explicitly imported ones, and possibly point to very different things. Defining underscore all underscore and bar is often wise. This states what will implicitly be imported, but still it's hard to trace where objects come from, without reading and parsing the bar module and following its imports. A network of import is the first thing I fix when I take ownership of a project. Don't misunderstand me, if the import were missing, I would try to have it. But it has to be used carefully. A good use case is to provide a facade interface over another module. Likewise, the use of conditional import statements, or imports inside function/class namespaces, requires a bit of discipline. I think in medium to big projects, or small ones with several contributors, a minimum of hygiene is needed in terms of statistical analysis, running at least pyflakes or even better a properly configured plint, to catch several kind of bugs before they happen. Of course, since this is Python, feel free to break rules, and to explore, but be wary of projects that could grow tenfold. If the source code is missing discipline, it will be a problem.
That is because you are polluting the namespace. You will import all the functions and classes in your own namespace, which may clash with the functions you define yourself. Furthermore, I think using a qualified name is more clear for the maintenance task. You see on the code line itself where a function comes from, so you can check out the docs much more easily. In module foo, in your code,
If you want to see more, please consider subscribing.